penguins, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing the strip down challenge, and basically what this is that you do a video, you don't edit it, and it's like no good lighting, none of that, you're just totally yourself. And I thought this would be like the perfect way to tell you guys how I got fired from MAC. Whoa! So I'm in a hotel room because I'm about to film my skincare routine. Once again, I thought this was going to be up by Monday. It wasn't. So yeah, this is going to be really hard for me because I always like talk too much. So I'm going to try not to talk too much, but what you do is you set the timer for 10 minutes and then you basically start talking, and when 10 minutes is up, you stop talking. So let's set this freaking timer so I can get it together. We are going to set this for 10 minutes right now. So here we go. Okay, so the story about how I got fired from MAC. Alright, so it's not really like a big huge story. I basically got fired because of my time cards. Now see, when you work at Dillard's, you have to clock in and clock out, and I had never done that. MAC was actually my first real job, so it was hard for me to like get it, like, you know, having to clock in and out for like break and all of that. I was just so bad at it. But working at MAC wasn't at all what I thought it was. If you guys watch my old videos of like me talking about my first MAC interview and all of that, it was just basically like my dream job at the time. And when I got the job, you know how that goes though. Like when you get the job and you realize, oh my god, this is not what I wanted, this is not what I thought it was going to be. But nevertheless, I was still, you know, grateful that I got hired and whatnot, and I was still, you know, trying to put my best foot forward. I didn't quit. I didn't want to quit. I wanted to just, you know, keep going with it. At a point in time, I did want to quit, but my friend told me not to, which I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she said that, because like I never want to be a quitter, even though I quit Sephora. Oh my god, whatever. Okay, so I just didn't want to quit because I was like, this is my first job. So I tried. So the day that I actually got fired, what led up to that day was I had gotten written up at one of the malls because I was a freelancer, so I bounced from mall to mall. So I had gotten written up. I was late and I called in and said that I was gonna be late, and then when I got there, like the boss, for the first time, I had never met her, she was there and she wrote me up. She was very rude, and I'll never forget that. I just was like, I'm never coming back to this mall again. She was rude. Like when I tell you rude, I mean rude. But I was literally like stuck in traffic, so there was nothing I could do that day. And no, that's my fault. I've never been like what do you call it, like studious? Is that what you call it? I'm forgetting the word, which is why I like to edit out my videos, but I'm totally forgetting the words. But I am never really like that on time person a lot. I try to be. I try my best to be on time at all times. But anyway, so this day it was out of my control. It was traffic, and like I said, my fault, whatever. So she was very rude, and I was just like, wow. So that was like my write-up. So that was basically strike one. And then so I started working at the other mall more full-time, and I loved this mall. Everyone was cool there. One of the ladies that I worked with was actually one of the first people who ever helped me at MAC, and she was the only person I wanted to help me at MAC. If she wasn't there, I didn't shop at MAC unless I went to the other mall, which was like far, far away. But if she wasn't there, then I didn't want anybody to help me. So she was just so sweet to me and kind, and she helped me find my perfect nude lip shade because I had no clue what nude I needed, and she helped me find that. So I just love working with her. She's so gorgeous. But anyway, and anyway, so there was a lot of people I liked there. So I guess I was messing up on my time cards. I know I was messing up on my time cards. And then I was late with a client. I thought she was actually gonna buy stuff, but she didn't. Instead, she said she was coming back to purchase it, and I actually saw her like a few days later, and she did purchase it. Like she came back to buy stuff like a day later, I think, or 2 days, a day later, I want to say. Anyway, because a day later I got fired, so I think I saw her like a day later. Anyway, so she actually just wanted me to help her. She was having eyebrow problems, and as you guys know, I like to help, I like to teach, so I was all hands-on with her. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this, you know, I'm gonna help you. And before I know it, I'm an hour over my clock out time, and I was like, holy shite, like, oh my goodness, like I am really late. And I did not wear a watch or anything. Another thing I should have been doing, I should have wore a watch, but I just didn't keep up with my time. Like I said, me and time don't really go together, but I try. That's like the thing I'm trying to say, is like I try and I cared. It's just that I was making mistakes. All right, so my boss got mad at me, and she told me basically that I need to get it together, because what the fuck did she say? Shit. She just basically was very stern, and she told me I needed to get it together, and she gave me like a talk, and I took that to heart. I was like shit, I'm going to get fired from my first job. I went home and I was like in such a funk. I was like, I'm getting fired. Like I told my mother, I was like, I'm getting fired. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Like, why can't I get it together? And she was like, you never worked with time cards before. It's different, and it's your first job. You're gonna make mistakes. And I was like, I know, but like my first job at fucking 21, like just horrible. So anyway, so the next day I was like walking on eggshells. I was on top of my time, and I literally was just like freaking out about timing, period, because I did not want her to think that I didn't take Mac seriously, because I took my customers seriously. I took the job pretty seriously, and even though there was a time where I wanted to quit, I really just wanted to put my best foot forward, because I know you can advance in Mac, and I know that you can learn so many things. So I really did care. I don't know what made her think. I'm going to tell you why I think that she thought I didn't care. But anyway, I don't know why she thought I didn't care. But the next day, oh, my bad. So I ended up clocking out early, like maybe like a few minutes early, like maybe like 30, I don't want to say 30 minutes early on accident. I was trying not to be late, like anything not to be late. And then I realized everyone was like, oh my god, Alexa, you clocked out early. And I was like, what? I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? And they were like, yeah, you clocked out early. And I was just like, shit. So I re-clocked in, and I just started stocking. That's what normally I like to do. I like to stock things. I'm very good at organizing things, so I just stayed for the rest of my time and I stocked. And I was like, okay, shit, so we have 3 minutes. So I was like, okay, shit, I am going to get in trouble. And I could see on everybody's face, like, oh my god, like, that's it for Lexi. At least that's what I was thinking in my head. So the next day, in the middle of my shift, my boss calls me into her office, very stern, with another girl I did not like at all. She just had bitch face. Very stern, and she called me into her office, and she said that I was irresponsible, I didn't care about the job, she couldn't rely on me, hurtful ass things. Like, you really come from my character when you say I'm unreliable, I'm irresponsible, all of that. Like, seriously, honey bunny, like, don't say that to me. That just really pissed me off. And I was just staring at her, because that's what I do when I'm mad. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I remember trying to defend myself a little, but when I'm really mad, I just stare at someone, and it's mostly because I'm thinking, like, who the fuck are you talking to? But I never want to be that girl at a job that's like, she was so rude and disrespectful and all of these things. I never want to be that. So I just respectfully left. I got fired in the middle of my shift, well, basically let go, and then she took the rest of my hours that I had, the rest of my shift that I had, and she sent me home early that day, and I was just really pissed off. But yeah, that's how I got fired from Mac. And I think that girl who was also in the office kind of told her that, like, I didn't care and I was just, like, late and all of this. And it was just, fucking stupid. But I really did care. I was walking on eggshells that day. I was trying my hardest not to fuck up. But I ended up fucking up. So that's how I got fired. She said my time cards, and you know, I didn't take my breaks properly and all that. So, you know, it just really sucked for me, period, because I had never, like, I was just like, I'm fucking fired, like, I'm fired. So yeah, that's what it is. Let me know what you guys think about that. And you know, I didn't want to tell that story because part of me was embarrassed that I got fired from Mac, and another part of me was like, you know, just bitter and annoyed that she said those things to me. Like, she really hurt my feelings, like, and that's really, like, I normally don't show my feelings, but she really, like, got under my skin when she was saying all of those things to me. And I was just like, you don't know what I feel, you don't know, like, I know people say actions speak louder than words, but she did not know, like, how I felt. And that just really ticked me off because I was taking it more seriously than she thought. So yeah, but I'm here now. Everything happens for a reason. Mac probably wasn't for me. Like I say, everything happens for a reason. We have like 11 seconds. But yeah, so that's how I got fired, and now I'm a YouTuber. No, I went to Sephora and then I quit Sephora. Okay, timer done. Alright, so I'm just gonna end it by telling you guys I went to Sephora. I quit at Sephora. I just couldn't handle the Sephora I was in, just too much drama. So I quit that Sephora and I just started doing YouTube full time. My channel really started taking off, and it's now a monthly income for me, but it's a little bit more than that. Well, it's a lot more than that. Like, I really love my penguins. I really love making videos for you guys. So that is what I think I'm going to do for a while. And I was freelancing as a makeup artist for a wedding company, but my grandmother passed away and I forgot about an event. My grandmother had literally just passed away and I was distraught, and I totally just forgot about our event, and they have not called me back since that day. So I don't know what's going on with that, but to hell with them. I have my penguins. Anyway, if YouTube doesn't work out for me, then I'm just going to continue on being a makeup artist. I have my cosmetology license, so I always have something to fall back on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. A lot of you really wanted to know that story, so I hope you enjoyed. And for those of you who are new, yes, I call my subscribers penguins. If you don't like it, too bad. Deal with it. Anywho, I will see you penguins and future penguins later. Bye. Mwah. Oh yeah, don't forget, you were born original, don't die a copy. Bye. So let's set this freaking timer so I can get it together. We are going to set this for 10 minutes right now. So here we go. Okay, so the story about how I got fired from Mac. Alright, so I'm in a hotel room because I'm about to film my skincare routine. Once again, I thought this was going to be up by Monday. It wasn't. So yeah, this is going to be really hard for me because I always like talk too much. So I'm going to try not to talk too much. But what you do is you set the timer for 10 minutes and then you basically start talking, and when 10 minutes is up, you stop talking. Added it. But working at Mac wasn't at all what I thought it was. If you guys watch my old videos of like me talking about my first Mac interview and all of that, it was just basically like my dream job at the time. And when I got the job, you know how that goes though. Like when you get the job and you realize, oh my god, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I thought it was going to be. So it's not really like a big, huge story. I basically got fired because of my time cards. Now see, when you work at Dillard's, you have to clock in and clock out, and I had never done that. Mac was actually my first real job. So it was hard for me to like get it, like, you know, having to clock in and out for like break and all of that. I was just so bad. Hey Hi England, so welcome back to my channel. So I am doing the strip down challenge, and basically what this is that you do a video, you don't edit it, and it's like no good lighting, none of that, you're just totally yourself. And I thought this would be like the perfect way to tell you guys how I got fired from MAC. Woo!